Hey guys, it's Hector here with another anime review. It's part product review, part review of the actual anime. And so I thought I'd double up for this video and review both Haganai, I Don't Have Many Friends, and Haganai Next, I Don't Have Many Friends. Haganai Next is just the second season of the same anime. And I thought I'd do both of them because they came out a while ago, so this is kind of a review of an older anime, and because the review is pretty much the same over both products, over both discs and stuff like that, or whatever. So first, I want to specifically say I have seen a lot of limited edition product reviews on YouTube of this, and at first I was thinking about getting the limited editions, because limited editions usually include a ton of awesome stuff, like art books, soundtracks, and all that good stuff. But when I was looking at the limited editions of these, I didn't seem to see anything special or interesting. The only thing I noticed was there was two cases, one for the Blu Ray and one for the DVD set, and then each case had its own kind of artwork on the outside, the jacket artwork basically, and that was pretty much it. The special features were the same, the episodes were the same, there wasn't anything else included, and then so the standard editions were about half the price of the limited editions. So just to be clear, I was talking about the limited editions, separating the DVDs and the Blu-ray discs into two different cases. What you're seeing here are the standard editions. In the standard edition, they jam-pack both DVDs and both Blu-rays, that's 4 discs, into a single case. And they just separate these discs with these little flaps here. So the cases themselves are a little bit thicker than the usual DVD or Blu-ray case, but still they just pack them all in together just like that. And since there's only one case, they only include one type of artwork for the sleeve or the cover or whatever you want to call it. But if you aren't sure if you should get the standard or limited edition, I'd have to say just go for the standard edition, because you really don't get anything extra except for an extra case, and the limited editions are about twice the price of the standard editions. The first season includes 12 episodes, 1 OVA on 2 DVDs. First let me say the DVDs actually have multiple region codes, 1, 2, and 4. The Blu-rays have 12 episodes plus 1 OVA on 2 Blu-ray discs. Also, it's all over on 2 discs. And this also has 2 region codes, region A and B, which is pretty unusual for anime, it seems, because they usually try and just break it up into regions. So if you're like in the US and Japan, you get region A, and if you're like in Europe, you get region B. But I guess these are available for multiple countries, region A, region and region B. And they went all out with the audio. I really love when anime does this. The DVD version includes English and Japanese languages. The English is 5.1 Dolby surround sound, Dolby digital, but Japanese is only stereo. Japanese usually only goes to stereo. And then, of course, you can use English subtitles if you want. The Blu-rays have Dolby True HD English 5.1, and the Japanese is Dolby True HD 2.0, so stereo. And of course, Blu-ray is 1080p, high definition, and DVDs are just 480i. I don't even think it's 480p. It doesn't specifically say, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and guess. The special features, only 11 minutes long on the first season, and Dolby True HD English 2.0, Dolby True HD Japanese 2.0, so stereo only for both of those. And the extras include episode commentaries, Blu-ray and DVD spots, original commercials, promotional videos, TV spots, textless songs, US trailers, and then just trailers. I assume that just trailers at the end means trailers for other anime. Season 2 is basically the same, but only 12 episodes. No extra OVA like the first season. Again, English 5.1 surround sound, Japanese stereo for the DVDs, 1, 2, and 4 region, 1, 2, and 4. But it says NTSC. I think Europe's supposed to use PAL, isn't it? Blu-rays, region A, region B, 12 episodes plus extras on 2 Blu-ray discs, 1080p again, Dolby True HD English 5.1, Dolby True HD Japanese 2.0, but the special features 2.0 for both English and Japanese. And a lot of people don't know, but sometimes anime is altered just a little bit from the original TV broadcast to the home media release, DVDs and Blu-rays, and the same thing happened with Haganai. In the first season, there's a ton of nudity. So if you're, not over 18 years old and you live with your parents and you're worried about your parents seeing this, you might want to hide this from them, or you might not want to buy it at all, or whatever. Just, throwing that out there. In the TV broadcast, they use rays of lights or an arm blocking a view or fog or whatever. They just use a bunch of different things to block nudity, but in the Blu-ray, they just let it all hang out. You can see pretty much everything from the waist up. They don't have any, crotch shots or anything like that, and it's only girls, but that also includes the main character's younger sister, who's only like 10 years old or something like that, and so sometimes she's nude in some scenes, so that might weird people out, but it's not really, I wouldn't say it's sexually suggestive for her. Like, it's just her getting out of the bath and saying, hey, brother, or whatever, something like that. But then the other character that is older, those scenes get a little more sexually suggestive and stuff like that. And the same thing kind of happens with the second season. Well, in the first season, it shows one of the characters playing an erotic video game. And in the original TV broadcast, it just has one of those text box over, a chick's breasts. But in the Blu-ray, it has a text box under the breast, so it fully exposes that. And then in the second season, she's playing another erotic video game, and it's supposed to have a girl that looks pretty young. It actually looks like the main character's sister, who's only about 10, and she's getting like drilled from behind, but it's only a static image. It's not a video or anything. In the TV version, well, I'm not sure if it showed it in the TV version, but I know the Japanese version Blu-ray, it showed this fully like that. But in the English, this release, they only showed that girl without a guy behind her. And it specifically says, Episode 2 contains select footage from the Japanese broadcast version. Oh, and I almost forgot. At the end of each episode on the Japanese version only, after the credits, after the setup for the next episode, there's always some sort of artwork, just like this. But for some reason, in the English release, this is not shown at all. There's no artwork at the end of the episodes, and I have no idea why they removed this. Another thing that was not carried over occurs after the opening song on each episode. Usually someone is wearing multiple shirts just like this, and it plays out a scene from the anime in a stop motion style. Again, this is only in the Japanese version and was not carried over to the English release. When it comes to the anime itself, I really enjoyed it. It is incredibly funny for pretty much the majority of the show, but there are some times that kind of get, emotional and sort of romantic. I'd say more emotional than romantic. So if you're just into 100% pure comedy, this might not be for you. But really, it's really hard to find 100% pure comedy these days. Unless it's like that other anime that I reviewed earlier, Yuru Yuri. That one's 100% comedy all the time. But this one, it does have some heartbreaking or tugging, whatever you call that, heartstring tugging moments or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Has some emotional moments here and there. And they try and add some romance in it. It's what you would call a harem genre anime, where there's multiple girls going after the main character guy. But the difference in this one is the guy is acting purposefully, he's purposefully trying to push them away. He's not like one of those typical anime guys who's getting nosebleeds and is like, oh man, you look so beautiful and all that kind of stuff. He's just like chill and is pretty much ignoring any of their advances. So it's a little interesting twist on this specific version. And yes, there are multiple girls trying to win his affection, but it seems like the anime focuses mainly on two specific girls, and with good reason, because he has a long history with those two girls, and it kind of explains what goes on with that. And I'm not going to give any spoilers or anything like that, but I do suggest or recommend watching it if you're interested in, some comedy, a little bit of romance, and definitely sexually suggestive themes. But I guess that's it for this review. Hope you liked it. Hope you appreciated it. If you did, you can give this video a thumbs up. And you can always subscribe to my channel for more product reviews, mainly Japanese product reviews like anime or other, just products from Japan. And I also do kind of educational videos on certain Japanese subcultures. And I will be doing some special vlogs coming soon. So if you want to see any of that, subscribe, because more will be coming in the future.